Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Playtime with Kelly. Today I'm here with David Coolidge, who is the stage director for AU's production of How to Succeed in Business, without really trying. So thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So first of all, thank you again for coming. And tell me a little bit about this production.
How to Succeed in Business is the story of J. Pierpont Finch's rise in the Worldwide Wicket Company. It's a musical that was written in the late 50s, early 60s. The movie came out in 67, but we're setting it in the late 50s, early 1960s. And so it's a great little story about corporate America and one man's rise up in the company.
Great. And so does your production differ at all from the Broadway production, or even, some people maybe around here may be more familiar with the actual film? So are there any differences?
Well, the story is essentially the same. I was going back through some of my notes, and I saw the 1996 revival on Broadway with Matthew Broderick, and then there was just another revival with Harry Potter, Daniel Radcliffe. So there were some slight differences between those two productions. Ours is more akin to the original production, so with a kind of a modern Mad Men-y kind of bent to it.
And since you have seen, some of the productions, does that influence your directorial style at all?
Well, I don't know about directorial style, but this production for me in general is a large part of the reason why I do what I do. It was the first Broadway show that I was ever invited to go backstage to, so I got to see the set and meet some of the actors and that sort of thing, and it had a big impact on me deciding to go and do this as a career. And so it's had a special place in my heart for a long time, and this really felt like the perfect opportunity as we're growing the new musical theater program. This was our first opportunity to really showcase some of the talents in our dance department as well. So there are some very big, splashy dance numbers, and as well as a sweet little romantic love story that weaves through the whole story.
Great. And since, the cast is full of AU students, what's it like balancing their schedules with rehearsal schedules, or what sort of...
Those students don't sleep. I think that's the thing. They go to school all day long. I have several of them in acting classes and audition techniques classes, and several of them are singing in AU's chorale. They just had a retreat this past weekend and a concert at Ball State, and they are very, very busy young adults, and they have to be excellent managers of their own time. But thankfully, they are all extremely committed to this project. They're wonderful to work with. They're extremely talented and dedicated. And I honestly don't know how they manage everything that they have to do, but they do it.
And so the story starts out with the main character as a window cleaner. And so that makes me wonder, what was your first job or the weirdest job that you've ever had?
Oh gosh. I flew helicopters once in a Brookstone.
What?
to like when you were trying to make extra money at Christmas time, I flew I forget what the thing is, but the helicopters in Brookstone.
Nice.
Believe it or not.
How did you get that job?
A buddy of mine was managing. When you live in New York or LA and you need money, there's always a way to make money somehow. It's sometimes in very strange ways.
Well, David, thank you again for coming in and speaking with us and telling us a little bit more about the play as well as yourself. And you can check for my review online and in print for AU's production of How to Succeed in Business.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.